Good evening. Thank you all for allowing me the opportunity to share with you a little bit about my goal to become a chiropractor and how the chiropractic field can benefit your overall health and well-being. Now, I know what you're thinking. Chiropractors are for back injuries and car accidents and things like that, and while that's true, good chiropractic care can accomplish so much more. For example, how much do you spend monthly on medications?
About $150.
Alright, now what if I told you that according to the American Chiropractic Association and a study done earlier this year, if your primary care physician were a chiropractor, you could save nearly 40%.
You could.
Along with lifelong care and medication management, chiropractors have the added benefit of being able to treat parts of the body that traditional doctors can only reach via surgery. As you know, I suffer from cervicogenic vertigo and headaches that affect most areas of my life. What you may not know is that after 5 years of searching for the cause of my dizziness and migraines, I found my answers in a chiropractor. Along with answers, I also found a world of infinite possibilities. My goal today is to introduce you to some of those possibilities, along with the benefits and inevitable pitfalls of visiting a chiropractor, and explain why I've chosen it as my path in life and how I think God smiles upon me for it. Now I'll explain how to get a chiropractic degree, what goes into it and how long it takes, some of the benefits to visiting one, and how I plan to use my career to benefit the world around me. The road to attaining a Doctor of Chiropractic degree, a DC, is a long one. It takes between 6 and 8 years, and it's not easy. In order to be considered for admission at one of the few schools that exist, I need to complete 90 semester credit hours, with 51 of those being in specific prerequisite courses, such as 9 credits in biology, 12 credits in chemistry, and I need to maintain a 3.5 GPA in order to even be considered. I say there are only a few schools because there are only 17 schools in the United States that offer a DC. So no matter which school I choose, I will inevitably be apart from my family for the extent of my schooling, which will take somewhere between 4 and 5 years. Once I've chosen my school, that's not it. The road doesn't get any easier from there. According to their website, one of the major chiropractic colleges in the United States only has an acceptance rate of about 68%. And of that 68%, only 52% of those go on to graduate. Now, a little bit about the benefits and hopefully dispelling a common fear about visiting a chiropractor. A study in 2002 found that nearly a quarter of U.S. adults suffer from severe low back pain lasting one entire day in 3 months. So, while that doesn't seem bad, it's a whole day that you're not getting back. That same study found that simply visiting a chiropractor twice a month, specifically for low back pain, reduced that number by 400%. And back pain isn't the only thing that chiropractors focus on. Most of them choose to take a holistic approach, meaning they treat the whole body. So everything from headaches to digestive relief to orthotics can be benefited by visiting a chiropractor. Well, a main concern among people is the price. Most insurance does cover both maintenance, meaning you go even when you don't feel pain, and emergency chiropractic care. And no referral is necessary to see the chiropractor of your choice. If you don't have insurance, most chiropractors offer extremely reasonable one-time and long-term payment options. While you don't need a medical referral, I urge you to do your homework, because chiropractors are not doctors. They are specialized in treating your body in a very specific way that doctors are not specialized in. And your neck is made up of sensitive muscles and veins and tissue that, when handled improperly, can lead to some pretty disastrous results, such as there's a stroke risk associated with tearing those tissues. And a study found that while several patients who had suffered strokes had recently seen a chiropractor, almost an equal number of those stroke sufferers had led directly to the stroke themselves by overextending their neck. Anytime you crack your neck but use your hand to reach an unnatural position, it's dangerous. So the risk is extremely low whether you're cracking your own neck or having someone else doing it, but make sure that the person you're paying to do it knows what they're doing. I plan to use my career to provide for the world around me in a positive way. The median expected income for a chiropractor is $132,000 a year, with the low end still being above $90,000. I was blessed during my treatment by chiropractors offering pro bono or very inexpensive work because of my inability to pay. And I hope to be able to pay that forward on a large scale, offering at least 30% of my care for free to those who need it. Proverbs 3:27 says, "Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it." And Hebrews 3:16 reiterates God's value in helping those whenever you have the power to, by proclaiming, "Do not neglect to do good with what you have, for such sacrifices are pleasing to God." Now, I believe that God has chosen my path for me, and I plan to fulfill His duty in me to the best and most generous of my abilities. I've explained what it takes to become a chiropractor, some of the benefits and possible downsides to visiting one, and how I plan to use my career to better myself and my community through His guidance. If you're curious about visiting a chiropractor, I urge you to do so. Take what I've said to heart, do investigating on your own. Chiropractors are so much more capable than what I could possibly fit into a single speech. So hopefully you take away from this something and you're inspired to visit one, and hope